Let's see if notifications went out. Supposedly they fixed this. I just read a blog post. I don't believe them. But let's see. Welcome, everyone. Hello, replay viewers. So good to see you, Griff. Griff, did you get a notification? What? What? Are people actually getting notifications? What? I got you guys propped up on... You did! Awesome! We got another one in the room. Look at this. Who else is in the house? Who is viewer number 2? It's Lori's in the house. And Guy Heyman's number 3. And Deanna Morgan we meet again. Absolutely. Did you guys like that edited video? It's like kind of eh. I should have talked louder. There's all the children of the world were inside the Trans Museum today. And my friend who got me the pass to go to the Trans Museum wants to apologize because we were supposed to have the Wi-Fi at least running. we didn't get Wi-Fi. They had a really cool event. The trains were. I just wish we did it live. The trains were pretty cool. And yeah, I was supposed to get some kind of Wi-Fi in there, but whatever. Oh, Deanna, it's gonna be fun. Deanna, tomorrow the real fun begins. There's gonna be a snow squall coming around into New York at around like 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And I already have off of work because everyone canceled within the span of an hour. So I'll be down on the waterfront. And actually, let's go there. Let me show you where I'm going to be. I'm going to go down to the waterfront during this snow squall event. Good to see you, Phantom. We're gonna go down to the waterfront for the snow. And it's going to be really, really windy. And hopefully the snow is not going to pile up, but it's going to be very visual and very, you know. And actually, what video somebody commented on, was it yesterday's video? Was that, I don't know, Deanna, you asked about Grand Central Station, right? Is it Grand Central Station or Grand Central Terminal? Both of those are correct. Lori with the super chat. Thank you so much, Lori, for the super chat. Come on, Bill Murray. Come on, Bill Murray. Thank Lori, please. I don't want to go to Florida. Believe you me, I want to go to Florida. But, come on. Damn it. Bill Murray ain't working again. Well, me and Bill Murray want to thank you, Lori. And I want to thank everyone who's given me super chat over the last month. Because officially last month, I made more money. There he is. There's Bill Murray to thank Lori. Thank goodness. Bloody hell. I officially made more money here on the Periscope than on the other app. So I want to thank everyone who has super chatted over. If you're watching us on replay, if you gave me a super chat within the last month, thank you so much. And more videos to come. More videos to come. More videos to come. It's going to be awesome. But tomorrow's going to be nuts. Tomorrow we're going to go out in this crazy storm, and we're going to have some fun for maybe an hour or two until my body can't take it anymore. And then Thursday, here's the deal. I most likely am going to have off of work on Thursday because it's going to be like 4 degrees. But it's going to be a clear sky. So we're going to get that beautiful blue sky on Thursday. But it's going to be really cold. So I'm thinking Thursday is going to be the day when we finally use our invitation and go up to the World Trade Center. So eventually, Lori. Eventually. I would love to do this full time. Believe you me. I would love to do this full time. But when you got bills to pay, yeah, when you got bills to pay. In time. We're just starting. We've only just begun. So last year was like the pilot episodes. This year is like when we go all in. This year we really do. We're gonna go all in. And this is why I'm on right now. So to tell you what happened. Oh Jesus, what happened earlier today. And oh yeah, we got to do that video. Well, that's gonna probably be when it's a little bit warmer. But I have to do a video explaining what the whole promenade, Brooklyn Promenade construction's gonna go down as. Somebody created a graphic, an illustration of an alternative plan to build the BQE triple cantilever. I know you like that, right? I wanted it to be animated, Guy Heyman, but it's not animated. But that's right. That'll be freaking amazing. Oh my God. If I had that much money, I'd be traveling, man. Then I'll go around the world and buy crazy amounts of data and go traveling. But somebody made, there's this community, grassroots community organization called A Better Way. And they put up this ridiculous illustration of an alternative way to build the BQE triple cantilever in Brooklyn Heights. And oh yes, so subscribers, yes, we gotta get to 100. Yes, that too. No, it's not trying to be animated. No. That's a static image, Guy Heyman. It's not animated. But this illustration this person posted today, or this group posted today, it's so inaccurate. Oh my God. There's like, they make like this wide space and they say, well, the highway could be built over the park. But what people seem to forget is that there are buildings now that have been built. It's not just park, it's ugly apartment buildings that are inside the park. And they seem not to address this. So I want to do a very detailed video of what exactly is going to happen. It's going to be nuts. Let me just say that. It's going to be like 5-8 years of madness over there. And for me as a tour guide, it will definitely impact my tours going over the Brooklyn Bridge beginning, I think in 2 years or a year from now. So it's crazy. But that's one video I need to get out as soon as possible, because that triple cantilever, man, that thing's falling apart. That thing is totally falling apart. And I'm happy we did a video last winter when we walked over that bouncy bridge, because that's going to be gone. They're going to tear that down, and they're going to build an ugly, boring, regular bridge that does not bounce. Very disappointing. But whatever, it is what it is. But I'm even getting ad revenue from all you guys watching videos, so it's getting kind of nuts. I got that one video from 2012, the Mermaid Parade 2012. It made it on some Vietnamese or Filipino website, and it's just racking up like clicks like crazy. And I'm like, that was Mermaid Parade 2012. But I want to thank everyone who's brought us to 1,500, and hopefully we'll get to $3,000 and then 10. I'll freak out when I get to 100,000. When I get to 100,000, then it's gonna get nuts. Then it's gonna get nuts. But it's warm out here. No snow on the ground. Everything's wet. It just stopped raining. But there's no snow on the ground at all. Not even a dusting. Not even a dusting. Let me walk my miles so I could buy a beer. Buy some beer for myself, because I know I want to watch my replay of my edited video. I know that sounds ridiculous. I didn't watch it all the way through, so I don't know if it's perfect. I kind of just did it on the fly. But now I know I could edit on the phone here. The iMovie on iPhone's pretty nice. But what else happened today? What else happened today? In the world of Facebook, there's a Facebook group called the 1964-1965 World's Fair Group. And yeah, it's kind of a funny thing. Kind of a funny thing happened on there today. Your husband and I are looking to come back to New York, and you would really like to book a tour. Awesome, Deanna. If you want to book a tour, follow me on Instagram or Twitter. Send me a message there. about, if you can, maybe like a month out, so I could really clear some time for you. I'm not going to make you come on a bicycle tour or anything like that, but we'll hang out, we'll have a coffee or something like that. We'll walk around. If you want to see Central Park, my specialties are Central Park, Brooklyn Bridge, and Coney Island. When we hit 100,000, that's true, Lori, yes, when I hit 100,000, yeah. Oh my God, right? So if nobody knows what Phantom is talking about, is there was a mother who was walking down and actually I have a video. How creepy is this? If you go back in my videos, one of my first live streams, we leave the subway. We leave that subway station, 7th Avenue and 53rd Street, across the street from the Colbert Show, right there in the middle of Broadway, Times Square area. And there was a mother walking down the stairs, which are fairly steep. All subway stairs are steep. But she fell with her baby in her arms. The mother fell with the baby in her arms. And she died. Mom died. And she must have hit her head just right or something like that. God, ugh, I would have not want to be there. But luckily the baby came out no problem. Not even a little cut or whatever. Not even a little bruise. But tragic story. But so getting back to Facebook, so I posted some pictures, some of my Instagrams, very tragic. I posted some of my Instagram pictures onto this World's Fair group, and if you go check it out, if you guys are on Facebook, go check out this post if you want a good laugh. There's this guy who just has to make everything political. It's kind of sad. I'm showing you a picture of a train from 52 years ago, and he's talking about politics. It's so sad. It's very terrible, Maria. Good to see you. Hopefully everyone's doing well. But it's so sad. He's like, first comment was like, well, Giuliani cleaned up everything, and then we had a couple of mayors who didn't care. And then I came right back in, and I'm like, well, the mayor's actually not in charge of the subway, and the subway was rid of graffiti beginning in 1988, was finished in 1992. I don't want to tell him who the mayor was in 92. God forbid, right? Mayor Dinkins, ooh. And he comes back with a reply like, I don't know who the governor was. Maybe it was Cuomo, but his son is nothing like his father. He just has to say politics. I'm showing you a freaking subway train. And then, of course, whenever I post anything on this group page on Facebook, I get all these crazy right-wing freaking followers or people who want to follow me. So if you guys are watching, if you're a crazy, which, listen, I try to keep this a politics-free zone, but it's really funny. Oh my God, Deanna. Can't be doing that, Deanna. Thank you so much. So we're just walking around. Let me show you the bridge. Let me show you where I'm gonna go. Deanna, thank you so much for the super chat. Holy crap, 20. That's more. That's a beer and some snacks. Thank you. Come on, Bill Murray. Now Bill Murray's supposed to thank you. It may be a little delayed. Oh, this super chat. And yes, for anyone who's from the other app from Periscope, if you're wondering about like the conversion and all that, like how much does YouTube take? YouTube takes less than Periscope. They take about, I did the math, it's like 29%, 29 some, 30%, let's round it up. They take 30%. Periscope takes like it could be anywhere from 30 to 35%, depending on how much they like you. But thank you so much for the super chat. And Bill Murray is supposed to thank you. I'm gonna have to get that fixed. This always happens. Only the first super chat gets the graphic, and then. But we're walking around my neighborhood. This is my neighborhood. This is where I live. Ooh, they got ice on the ground. This is my neighborhood, Bay Ridge, home of Tony Manero, Saturday Night Fever. Make sure nobody hit by a car. But this is where we're gonna go tomorrow. Good to see you, Cecilia. This is where we're gonna go tomorrow. We're gonna go down here to the waterfront when it's crazy windy and snowy. And I hope it really snows. What's this guy doing? This guy's being Shadesville over here. Okay. You'll share the bill? All right, share bill with Deanna. It's supposed to work for everyone. That's the thing. Come on, Streamlabs, you're slacking. But this is where we're gonna go tomorrow. Now this is where now it's 3 years ago, I had probably my biggest broadcast, or one of my biggest broadcasts I've ever had. And I know the numbers were real because the comments on that were flying. At one point, I was answering 100 comments in a minute. 94,000 watched live when I was down here on the waterfront in the middle of a snowstorm. 65-mile-an-hour winds. It was crazy. Whiteout conditions. The sun, we see the sun at one point. I see you later, Griff. Thank you so much for tuning on in. Have a good night. Have a good night. But this is where it is. This is where we're going to be tomorrow. And then Thursday, and most likely I'm going to have off from work, we're going to the World Trade Center because it's probably going to be empty and dead over there. I notice on cold days, the tourists, especially on a Thursday, there's not going to be too many, shouldn't be too many tourists out. So we should be able to really enjoy ourselves up on the 104th floor. The World Trade Center. Sorry about the wind noise. I forgot to put this sock over the phone. Or is this frozen? Yeah, it's frozen. We're going to stand right here on this patch of grass. Look at the bridge. I'll show you the bridge. I know it's 50 below right now. It's ridiculous. This is ridiculous. I've never seen it go so cold before. And the weatherman, the local weatherman here in New York on Channel 7 on the ABC affiliate, the temperature was so low that they didn't have a color for it. They didn't have a color to represent it on the weather map. I mean, how funny is that? They can't. I don't think they're going to close all schools tomorrow. I think they're going to cancel all schools tomorrow. I think New York City public schools are going to be open tomorrow. The mail in your state has been. It should be 50 below. 50 freaking below. It's ridiculous. Right? It did in Lexington. A lot of you guys out there, right? A lot of you guys out there in the Midwest. It's nuts. Right? You saw it live. Remember that? DC schools are open tomorrow, and it's going to be freezing over there. It's crazy this weather. This weather, I have a feeling, and I hope I'm wrong, but I don't think we're going to get a lot of snow this year. I think I kind of jinxed the weather. Wisconsin and Illinois. Yeah. Wisconsin, Illinois, Michigan. Have some friends in Michigan that are freezing their asses right now. Have some friends up in Minnesota. Big shout out to Eau Claire, Wisconsin. Just ridiculous. But I think I said on a live stream that it's just going to get cold and it's not going to snow. So we're getting the cold. I don't think it's going to snow too much. But our window is beginning to open where we get the biggest snowstorms start happening now. So from like February to like the first week of March is snow season here in New York City anyway. And we'll see. Let's see what happens tomorrow. This is the big thing. We're going to come right down here to the waterfront, and we're going to see what happens. And hopefully, we'll get a big-ass storm. I love coming out in extreme conditions. That is one thing I love to do. Obviously, when it's safe. What time tomorrow? Probably around 1, 2 o'clock in the afternoon, it looks like. There's going to be a line. So, like, you know, in the summertime, you get like a line of thunderstorms, and it gets either colder or warmer. In this case, it's going to be a snow squall line and evidently it's gonna snow really heavy for like 2-3 hours, and then it's just gonna stop, and it's gonna get stupid cold here in the city. It is kind of fun being in extreme weather. I try to make a video, right? I try to make a video in the middle of Hurricane Sandy. And oh my God, Ed Fratz, thank you so much. Thanks so much for the super chat. Good to see you, my friend. Look at this. Look at this, you beautiful people. We're getting closer and closer and closer. We're inching on in there. Oh, I'm gonna be able to get this live view solo if we keep this up. I gotta keep on broadcasting on here more often. So much nicer on here. But I tried to do a video during Hurricane Sandy, and I remember I was smart enough to leave my house with a helmet. Like I wore like this big, bulky, really heavy kind of army style bicycle helmet. And I must have been out for like maybe 5 minutes, 10 minutes. I was about a block from my house. The winds were going nuts. And across the street from me, I see a whole line of ceramic tiles being peeled from the roof of this building and like just littering the street and making crazy noise. And I'm like, you know what? Let me not go outside and make a video. And I think that was a good decision. Stayed in the house for another, like, what was it, 10, 12 hours. And the Arctic, good to see you, Clover. The Arctic frost will hit us tomorrow afternoon, and I will be outside to greet it. Because when the Arctic front comes through here to New York City, there's going to be an intense snow squall line. But yeah, I was in the house for another 12 hours during Hurricane Sandy. And then the minute the sun came up, the minute the storm passed, I hopped on my bike, went down to Coney Island. You dare someone to get cross with me on YouTube? It's nobody's gonna get cross. Nobody's gonna get cross with me over here on YouTube. And if they do, they do. I know you'll attack and you'll take them out of the room, Lori. So Lori's a pit bull. She's the bouncer. She's in a clean house. But yeah, if you want to see my pictures from Hurricane Sandy, go over to my Flickr page. I love the love the donations. Yeah, I love the donations too. I'm saving up all that money for the live view solo, so we could really broadcast in real HD, no matter what signal. I have a little wish list I'm putting together. Good to see you, Deborah. Good to see you. That's right, Laurie. Oh, was it you, Deborah, who was like Grand Central Station or Grand Central Terminal? Because we say both. Sometimes I will literally say Grand Central Station. Sometimes I will say Grand Central Terminal. Both are correct terminology. But the Transit Museum is inside of an unused subway station in downtown Brooklyn. Oh, it's an express bus last stop. Winter. See, what I really wanted was a nice, like, maybe 5-6 hour snow event. Hits in the afternoon. Right, it was good replay. Awesome. That was a lot of fun. I just wish I could have done it live. But I want a nice long snow event where we could go out, go to Prospect Park and enjoy the snow. Good to see you, Adam. Oh, was it you? Okay, it's all good. No, you shouldn't go. Oh, should you go to the Transit Museum? Yes. I recommend everyone to go to the Transit Museum. If anything, it's fun to go to the Transit Museum for to look at all those old vintage ads. Because I remember that's what I did the last time I went there. That's all I ended up doing was looking at the old vintage ads. So the Transit Museum is in downtown Brooklyn on Skymmahorn Street. Skymmahorn and Smith. And it's inside an unused subway station. So it's kind of cool. And what else? They told me a few things about it. The trains change. So those trains that you saw in my video, every like I think 3 or 4 months they change out some of the trains. And no, I'm not working tomorrow. No, everyone canceled today. Everyone canceled mercifully. There were 8 people on schedule. And they were like, I don't want to ride in 5-degree weather. Or whatever it's going to be at 9 o'clock tomorrow morning. I think it's going to be, it's going to feel like 12 or something like that. But let's see what happens on Thursday. I'm still scheduled to go to work on Thursday. So the closest stop are the J Street Metro Tech. So the A and the C trains. The R train goes there, the yellow line. And then on the other side, you have the A train. No, that's the same station. Thinking of another one. Oh, there's like a 2-3 station. Good to see you. Good morning, Joey. Good morning. Everyone follow Joey Brooklyn right there with the emojis. Yeah, it's cold. It's cold, baby. It's not fun. It's cold. It's cold. I'll take the snow over the cold any day. And if you want to see a really good snowstorm, look up 2010 Snowicane on this station and you'll see a real crazy snowstorm. Have I been to Ops Pizzeria? No, where is Ops Pizzeria? There are a lot of pizzerias. You could take you could take the D to the A. Yes, it's in downtown Brooklyn. There's a 2-3 subway station nearby too. You could 2-3 and the 4-5 to Borough Hall. You could take those trains too, but the closest train is Metro Tech, is J Street Metro Tech. No, it's not on Flatbush. Oh, the pizza place is on Flatbush? Where on Flatbush? Flatbush down here where it's Chinese and Italian, by King's Plaza, or Flatbush. Flatbush is a long street. I know you guys are getting more rain because we're looking at that rainstorm in California and see if it's going to translate for snow here in New York. So basically, Clover, when you get those really big upper level storm systems, we watch them for like 3-4 days until they come here to the city. And usually by the way it approaches the coast, we roughly have an idea of where it's going to go. Never heard of Ops Pizza, but always fun to look up. I do give pizza tours. You could hire me for a pizza tour, but I take you to some real famous pizza places. L&B Spumoni Gardens, Totono's, Giuliana's. What's the other one? The one on, there's one in Williamsburg. I think so. We got a few more weeks, Joey. The Coney Island polar bears are very upset that it has not snowed properly this winter. This is how cold it's going to be tomorrow, guys. It's going to be so cold tomorrow. I know April. Yeah, don't say that, don't say that, Joey. April, we've gotten some of our biggest storms in history. But it's going to be so cold tomorrow that the Coney Island polar bears are not going to go swimming tomorrow. How crazy is that? Which one is the real Ray? Well, we have Ray, and then you have Ray Bari, and then you have original famous Rays, and then you have Ray's famous original. So, but evidently the name goes back to like the 60s. So, I know, Joey. I know, it's crazy. The weatherman on Channel 7 didn't have a color for the temperature. He's like, it's so cold over there that the map is not prepared for this. And right now, it's warm out here. It's warm. I could feel it. I got my gloves on, but you see, I don't have any. You'll be in Florida in a few weeks. Oh yeah. Well, when I was on vacation, it wasn't a day colder than 82, 85. Came off that plane, started shivering in the Uber like I was coming off of some drug or something like that. Love a tour of Dumbo. Oh, we could do that. We could do that. Deanna, we could do that. If we were to do a tour around Dumbo, we would go to Jacques Torres, have some chocolate, check out Jane's Carousel, Juliana's for pizza, and pictures. Because there's a lot of great photo opportunities around there. Yeah, it's chilly down there in Florida. I heard, yeah, I know it's a lot of the streamers down there in Florida trying to stay warm. You'll hold it to be so cold the normal heater will not. Really? No, I didn't hear that. Good to see you, Gert. No, well, my heater, well, the heaters in our building are over 100 years old, so I'm not up all night, no. The name is just because it's now. I decided to go on right now. Brooklyn is the capital of pizza, I like to say. Front Street Pizza is good. Yes, it is. Front Street Pizza is good. They've been around forever. Hopefully, well, you have a year or about a year or two until they begin the BQE construction. And a lot of people, I'm seeing so much misinformation about the BQE construction. It drives me nuts because the DOT put out a really good video explaining the different scenarios of construction, what will take longer, what will be faster, what will be more efficient, and people just misconstruing it. Like, one of the things that they're going to do is they're going to literally, and Joey, are you ready for this, Joey? They're going to build a temporary overpass to go over the Brooklyn Bridge. It's crazy. So let's say you're walking from Brooklyn to Manhattan. You're going to see this 6-lane highway go over the Brooklyn Bridge. It's going to go over the Brooklyn Bridge, then down underneath the Manhattan. Crazy. Now, people are so stupid that they think it's permanent. They think it's going to be like that forever and ever and ever. And what you got to try to explain to people is that it's a very tight area for construction. So they just got to get out of the way, move the traffic out of the way, and then they could build. Now, you have groups that are opposing this construction. And if they get their way, what's going to happen is instead of the BQE being under construction for like, maybe 5-6 years, you're now talking about 8, 10, maybe even 15 years of construction because people are stupid and they don't know how it works. The way I see it, let the DOT do what they want. They're in a very constrained area. Unfortunately, when Robert Moses designed the triple cantilever, and the triple cantilever basically is, think of like shelves. The top shelf is the promenade, and then underneath the promenade, you have 2 other decks for the highway. It wasn't really built to last. So they got to completely clean out that structure, and then they have to separate the highway from the hill that makes Brooklyn Heights. So now, which is better? Do losing the promenade, having a highway there, which it sucks. I get it. They're going to have a highway. Like, imagine this. You live in one of these really expensive townhouses along the Brooklyn Promenade or an apartment building, right? The highway is literally going to be where, like, that yellow line is. 6 lanes of highway right in front of your house, obscuring your view of the skyline because they're going to have a sound wall next to it. Or do you want to build underneath it? Everything's going to take a lot longer. Construction's going to be more expensive. Like, people seem not to understand what the hell's going to go on over there. That's why I really need to do a video about it. It's Joey. It literally, the engineers have said that the triple cantilever on the BQE has about 10 years left before it literally begins to crumble. So they have to begin now. They have to begin now. So this is why I want to do a video, because I want to really, I know, Clover, I know a lot of you guys have expressed that those same sentiments. Yeah, can you imagine? Imagine the whole thing collapsing. And then don't forget, you have buildings above that are shored up by the highway. The triple cantilever is at such a state of disrepair that the buildings that are directly next to it, they feel the vibration from the highway. So let's say an 18-wheeler, let's say Guy Heyman's driving his 18-wheeler up the BQE. They will feel that in their living room. That's how bad it is. That's how bad it is. But I really need to do a video really explaining what's going to happen, because looking at this, somebody made an illustration today. It's so inaccurate. Are you driven on the BQE? It's nuts, right? They want to widen the lanes. They want to give you guys a breakdown lane. They want to do it right. I have to. Joey, I have to. I have to. Because there's so much misinformation going around. I have been on the Highlight during the Highlight on the Sunset. It's a great place to be for a sunset. One of the best places to be in New York City for a sunset is the High Line. And yeah, I'll be doing that really soon. Highline's a great spot just to walk around, take some pictures, people watch. You know, one of my favorite places. And of course, underneath it, you have some great cafes and restaurants. A little expensive because you're in Chelsea and Soho, but I have to set the record straight. I have to set this record straight. Yes, because of the bridge clearance. Yes, correct. Yeah. Oh. Weather-wise, I hear that. Coney, baby, that's right. I got to go to the Brooklyn Historical Society. I don't know if they'll let me live stream in there, but they have some really good exhibits in there. The last time I went there, they had a talk about the Verrazano Bridge and its construction. So I got to go back. Yeah, hopefully we'll be in Coney on Sunday, I think, again. We'll see how the weather is. But next thing you know, April 13th. Next thing you know, it's going to be April 13th and all the rides are going to open again. I can't wait. I cannot wait. But it's nice to know I could take video with the phone here and edit it on the fly. So for future videos, I may just, I know, 2.5 months. We're almost through the snow. It snowed on opening day. It snowed on opening day a few years. Actually, I have a video of that. I have a video of the first day of spring, and it was snowing like crazy in Coney Island. It's a beautiful video. Nighty night, Clover. Sleep well. Oh my God. Well, Joey, they're doing a few things. So for all the people who live in Coney Island watching this on replay, what the hell's going on Surf Avenue and Mermaid Avenue, right? So they're building a new sewer and a new storm drain. So when the next hurricane comes, the water has somewhere to drain off to. Like there's enough capacity for it to drain. And also there's pumping stations. I don't know if you guys know about this. There are pumping stations in Coney Island, just in case when it rains a lot or if it floods, they could get the water out of there. And so what they're doing is along Surf and Mermaid Avenue, you're getting new storm drains and new sewers for the homes and a new development that's going on there. But on Surf Avenue, you're also they're raising the street. They're literally raising the street. And it's a good example because see this brick wall right here? That's about how high they're raising the street. They're raising the street like 3-4 feet. Yeah, you remember you're still in shock. Me too. But they're literally raising Surf Avenue like 3-4 feet. And to give you an idea of how high they're besides this fence here, this is how high they're raising it. But let's say you're going to the baseball stadium, right? And you parked your car across the street from the baseball stadium. So now you got to walk over to the baseball stadium, go watch the game. You're literally going to go down 3-4 steps before you get to the stadium. So the stadium will be kind of below, the stadium and the sidewalk will be below the street level. And this is to facilitate a larger storm drain and also help with flooding. So there you go. I gotta do a video about that too, because I know a lot of information about that. And I know a lot of people that are involved with that. I got some things lined up. I got some fun things lined up for you guys. And when it gets warm, then we're gonna have a lot of fun. But right now in the wintertime, I'm just thinking about stuff I could do inside, places that won't be annoyed when I'm live streaming. You know, the people at the Transit Museum were quite upset that they had the Wi-Fi shut off, and they didn't know how to turn it on, but they had a Wi-Fi. It was connecting to the phone, but it wasn't actually turned on to the internet, which was weird. So I try to be informative. I mean, I am a tour guide, and I got to keep my mind fresh. That's the key, is to keep the mind fresh, to find out about all these different projects and stuff like that, because there's a lot going on here that a lot of people don't know about, even here in New York. Like, that's why I feel doing that. Hear the boat? The boat's honking its horn. Anyway, I think that doing the BQE video is very important, because there's literally right now a campaign where there's misinformation going around, and it's really annoying me. Oh, Deanna, seriously, Deanna, I really do appreciate that. You're too kind. You're way too kind. You know, when I first started live streaming, I realized that was the thing that it's really for me anyway, is to live stream and give you guys a walking tour, give you guys some food for thought. Wow, really? So you guys wow, that's amazing. So you guys decided to change your itinerary and go from Vegas to New York. That's really cool. Thanks for coming to New York. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun, guaranteed. New York is a great place. I'll take you to the real New York, though. Let's go to the unhomogenized, like Coney Island, the unhomogenized places. Of course, we could do your standard stuff. You know, I'll give you guys some hints. I wouldn't call myself the Bible of information, but there are tour guides that know more than me. I will tell you that. There are tour guides. I know 2 tour guides in particular who do work in Coney Island. They know a lot more than me. So I wouldn't say I'm the best tour guide in the world. I'm really good at breaking stuff down. That is one thing. It's gonna be fun, Deanna. It's gonna be fun. But I like breaking stuff down, making it simple, or just throwing out numbers, you know, because sometimes people just like hearing how tall something is or how long something is, you know. You could always amaze somebody, you know, tell them 3.5 million people rode the subway today. Really? 3.5 million people in the morning. If you counted those same people coming home, it's like 7 million every day ride the subway. I appreciate that. I appreciate that, Deanna. Yeah, we got to go to Bushwick. We got to go to, yeah, exactly. I try to be honest. No bullshit. No. I don't want to bullshit you guys. Roll it on out there. Hells yeah. We got to go to Bushwick. We got to go to the Bushwick Collective, see all the street art out there. I'm going to try to get us, I don't know if you heard about this, but there is a boat that's on the east side of Manhattan, and some of the best graffiti artists, including the great Danielle Mastrian, they're painting this boat full of graffiti and stuff like that. So we're going to hopefully see the art. It's called the Art Boat. And hopefully we'll see that. And there's so much stuff I want to do for you guys. But we need a good freaking snowstorm. One good blah, shut down the city for like a couple of days. Nobody drives. You know, that's the one thing I notice about when we get those really, really big snowstorms. Nobody drives their car. So the air quality in the city is like freakishly good. Not to say it's bad now compared to a lot of other cities. New York actually has quite good air quality. But man, when it snows, it gets quiet. That snow-a-cane in 2010, the snow-a-cane in 2010, it was 34 hours. A car, no vehicles were up my block in 34 hours, so almost a day and a half. And I remember not hearing a car horn. I didn't hear a car honk for like, I think it was almost a month. And it was so refreshing. Hurricane Sandy was the opposite. Hurricane Sandy was everyone from Staten Island who had no power, no food, no water, no money. They would come over here to Brooklyn and go to the ATM, go buy food, and it was madness. Oh, St. John the Divine. St. John, we got to go there. I've been there many times, but I haven't done a live stream up there. And I really should do a live stream up there. I really should. You know, Joey, you should do a live stream up there too, man. I'm the version. Who is Rudy Max? I've heard of him before. Is he another YouTuber? Yeah, I got to do St. John the Divine. I have to do St. John the Divine. We've done St. Patrick's Cathedral, but unfortunately in St. Patrick's we don't get a really good signal. It really depends on how crowded it is and how many people are in there. Because I want to show those busts. They have these busts of all the popes from over the years, and evidently they're like really detailed. I really want to see those and show you guys, those. But St. John the Divine is like amazing. That building is unreal. And it's not even finished yet. They're still working on it. It's kind of like the cathedral in Barcelona. It's just like never done. It's just like, gotta keep working on it. What else? We gotta do the cloisters. So an exhibit called In Another Person's Skin, and it was great, from England. Interesting. I want to check that out. Gotta check that out. See, this is the thing about New York. Now, I wish I could go to the Met. One of my first live streams I ever did on the other app, I went to the Met. And they kicked me out of there so quick when they found out I was live streaming. Oh, Smart Travels. That is, you know what, Deanna? One of my live stream inspirations. One of my live streaming inspirations is Rick Steves. Rick Steves, since I was a kid, I used to watch Rick Steves all the time, and I still do. I watch him, me and the wife watch him all the time. And he just does history and tour guiding correct. And, you know, when I really went full on into being a tour guide full time, I watched a lot of him to see his delivery and how he kind of surmises, you know, really big stories into like maybe a paragraph or two. And when I do these videos, it's definitely an inspiration for me. Is Rick Steves. Yeah, Italy, Ireland, all over. I'm not better than him. I wouldn't say I'm better than him. No, the difference is we could have a conversation. We could have a back and forth. That's the difference. We could have a little rapport, have a little. Oh, he learned from Rudy. The plot thickens. I'm gonna have to go home and watch him now. I'm gonna have to go home and binge watch this guy on PBS Smart Travels. I'm gonna have to just watch hours. The plot thickens. Let's walk around one more block. One more block, and we'll call this a video. So tomorrow, hopefully, we'll spend an hour in the snow. Hopefully. And if not, go to my 2010 Snow-a-Cane video. And you want to see a big snowstorm. Got so much content on here. Snow angels. I would love to do a snow angel, but for me to lay down in the snow on a live stream, I'll get all wet. If we get really nice, that light, fluffy snow, I could do it. But if it's like that wet, heavy snow, and I don't think it's going to snow enough tomorrow for snow angels. It's just going to be really visual with the wind and everything. So I'll have to make sure to cover up the phone and all that and get it ready. You'll be on this device that I have right now. We can't use the gimbal in the snow. But this device is pretty cool, though. I noticed that that's not as shaky with this device, so as the other tripod. So it's a pretty good device here, so I'm pretty happy with it. So this will be fine. Plug in the battery and everything, and then you'll see me all covered up. And I'm actually getting my clothes ready for tomorrow. So if it does snow a lot, I could just like get ready and get out of the house. Let's do it. Let's get some beer. It's that time of the live stream where we get beer. Oh, okay. Gotta be careful. People driving like maniacs out here in Bay Ridge. But the Transit Museum was a lot of fun to go to today. I want to give a big shout out to everyone who works there. Everyone who felt really bad that we didn't have internet access. I want to thank you guys for trying so hard to get the internet turned on in there. I know they tried for a good half hour trying to get the internet turned on. And I'm like, just don't worry about it. I told them the modem works, the internet doesn't. So big shout out to those guys. Big shout out to my friend from high school who got me my pass to go in there. So big shout out to everyone who made that broadcast. Because there were literally a bunch of people behind the scenes that made that broadcast happen. So big shout out to all those people. You guys know who you are. I know you guys will be watching this on replay. So, quiet streets of Brooklyn. The quiet streets of Brooklyn. On a Tuesday night. So yeah, Thursday, most likely I'm going to have off of work. We're going to go to the World Trade Center because I have a feeling on Thursday we're going to have a beautiful sky. It's going to be really clear. And there's going to be nobody at the World Trade Center. There's going to be nobody there. Look at the street. It's cool. See? They say it's the city that never sleeps, but we do take naps. And as you see right now, everybody is taking a nap. Everybody is taking a nap right now. Yeah, that's the thing, Deborah. I think that the chill is going to really like kind of scare away tourists. So there's not going to be too many of them around. And that's why I want to go to the World Trade Center that day, because we should be able to just get right in there, go right up to the top. And we're not going to get enough snow for an igloo, Joey. We're not going to get enough snow for an igloo. Our good friend Jen in Minnesota, though, she Instagrammed a picture of an igloo in Minnesota. So she has an igloo. You can check out her Instagram for that. And she has really awesome pictures of her dog. Really cool pictures of that cute dog she has. One day, Joey, wouldn't that be a good live stream? Me and you building an igloo? Well, I'll build the igloo. I don't want you to throw out your back. But cheesesteak, we have a cheesesteak place right down the road from here, which is really good. I could go for some cheesesteak right now. Yeah, oh my God. -50. -50. What the hell? The guys got me hungry for a cheesesteak. I just ate, too. I can't be eating anymore. All right, let's get some beer. Gotta stop eating, man. Hello. All right. I have to. We'll be there. We'll do all that. We're gonna do all that. All right. Let me get some snacks. You guys got me snacks today. For me and the wife. For me and the wife, Reese's Pieces. All right. Chalupas, they're closed. Taco Bell is closed. my beer now before the wind and snow comes. Uh-oh. I think that is all right. Oh, that's good luck. Just throw it behind you for good luck. I'll see you, Clove. All right. Thank you so much, man. Have a good night. All right, guys. All right, guys. My beer store. Yay. Yeah, I have like 2 beers in the fridge right now. I know that's not going to be enough. I know that's not going to be enough. I'm going to drink 2 beers and I'll be like, I want more. I want at least 1 more. These days when I don't work, I tend to drink a little bit more. It's not good. It's not good. What the hell, Gopher Hockey? Good to see you. Stay warm. Negative 57. Now, did your weatherman have a color for that? For those wind chills? Have a great night, Deanna. Sleep well. Thank you so much for the super chat. Gopher Hockey. I don't remember the last time it got this cold. Like it usually gets, you hit 30 below with a wind chill, but like actual air temperature below 30, and then you get the wind chill of 57. What the hell? What the zuck? What the zuck? What the zuck? It's crazy. Well, stay warm. I noticed people there were some live streamers here on YouTube. They were in Michigan, where it's like, what, negative 20 or 30? And they couldn't even live stream. The batteries will die, and they kept on going on. Then the live stream will die, then it'll go on again. It hasn't been like this for a while, yeah. Yeah, you do. The cars need to be plugged in. The cars need an auxiliary power unit. It's colder than witches' titties, that's right. Colder than witches' titties. And you know how all the witches have great titties. You're like losing body parts, like you go outside and your ear falls off, What is that stuff called? So many cars are dead in the hotel parking lot, I could imagine. What's that stuff called? Dry ice. When you put dry ice on something and you could shatter something, like that's what I see, like in my mind, like if you don't have earmuffs on, you go outside and your ear just falls off, or your nose falls off, or any exposed skin falls off, and bloody hell, stay warm. Everyone in Minnesota and the northern states over there, everywhere where it's below freezing and 0. Do me a favor, stay warm. Because, and if you're in Florida, if you're in Georgia, any of the southern states, enjoy it. Because 50 degrees, while it's chilly, it's not no 50 below 0. You haven't broken records with that, for real? Wow. That's right, Joey. They just lay down on the ice. Atlanta is still closed? Madness. Oh, we got some friends out there? It's nuts. It's winter. It's a weird winter, folks. And we're almost done. So we're about halfway through winter. So the days are getting longer. I'm starting to realize that the days are getting longer now, which is nice. Wow, you have a record from 1996 that it didn't break? What? 96 that was a weird win. No, 96, that was a blizzard of 96. Gopher Hockey may have just did an omen just now. Okay? So it wasn't that cold in Minnesota since 96. 96 is the record. 96 was a weird winter. 96, it barely snowed. Well, no, it did snow. It snowed at the beginning and it snowed at the end. It was like a bookend kind of thing. We got our little snowstorms at the beginning and the end. This Saturday is Groundhog Day. I'm going to have to watch my Bill Murray movies. I'm going to have to watch my Bill Murray movies. And, Yeah, next year you guys gonna pay with the snow. Ooh, that lake effect snow, evil. Anyway, bloody hell! You gotta give me some room. You gotta give me some room, numbnuts. Or you just want to come on the video? This guy literally just turned into me. This guy literally just turned into me. I feel like walking over to him right now and pissing him off, but I want to go home and drink beer. He literally turned right into me. He's staring right at me, turning his car right into me. Lovely guy. Lovely guy. Anyway, I throw the camera in your face. I don't care. All right, guys. Yeah, 97, you had a lot of snow? Yeah. Yeah, Albany got hit with a snowstorm. A lot of people got hit with snowstorms today. A lot of people did. But hopefully tomorrow at 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock, we'll have some snow up here too. Exactly, Lori. Stay warm, everybody. Stay warm. Have a good night. I want to thank everyone for tuning on in. Thank you so much for the super chat. All that good stuff. You guys are fantastic. But until next time, from Brooklyn, from right here in Brooklyn, this is Dutch Mazz signing off. Have a fantastic New York day, whether you live here or not. Hug your loved ones. Cherish your moments. I try to rock. I'll freeze tomorrow for you guys. Good night, Mrs. Calabash. Wherever you are.